Next tayo. So, next equation is x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 0. So, again, before we use the quadratic formula, kailangan chine-check natin yung quadratic equation natin. The right side should be equal to 0. Okay? So, in this situation, satisfied na yon, 0 na yung right side ng ating equation. And then, on the left side of the equation, it should be arranged in the general form or pwede nang sabihin descending order yung exponent ng ating variable. Okay? So, we have the x squared minus 4x, the linear term, and then the constant term. So, meaning this one is already arranged in the general form. So, again, kunin natin yung mga values ng numerical coefficient on the left side. So, yung a value, okay, we have here 1. Then, the b value is negative 4. And then, c value is 4. Okay? So, again, input natin siya dun sa quadratic formula. So, yung quadratic formula, ayan, nakalagay sa top right corner. X is equal to negative b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So, input lang natin sa yung color-coded box. So, input natin. So, blue, it corresponds to b. So, we have here negative 4. Then, we have here negative 4 also. Then, a, or red corresponds to a. And then, c corresponds to, green corresponds to c. We have 4. So again, I will rewrite this. X is equal to negative of negative 4 plus minus the square root of negative 4 squared (4 times 1 times 4). We have 2 times 1. Yan. So, again, yan. Solve na natin. So, negative of negative 4. So, that will give us positive 4 plus minus the square root of 4 squared. So, 16 yon. Minus 4 times 1 times 4. That's also 16. All over 2 times 1, which is 2. So, continue natin. So, 4 plus minus the square root of 0 all over 2. Okay? So, we have x is equal to 4 plus minus 0 all over 2. So, since 0 yung number after the plus minus, so, mapapansin nyo, that will give us the same number lang on the numerator. So, we have 4 over 2. So, in this case, 1 value lang ang meron tayo for our x or for the variable x. So, simplifying 4 divided by 2, that will give us 2. Okay? So, x or the solution for the equation x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 0 is 2. So, yan. Next example tayo. Yan. So, we have 4x squared minus 1 equals negative 8x. So, in this equation, kung mapapansin nyo, hindi na siya nakasulat into its general form. Okay? So, hindi tayo pwede agad gumamit ng quadratic formula sa ganitong situation. So, ang gagawin natin is, we have to arrange this one into its general form. So, paano yun? So, lahat ng terms Okay? Ilagay natin sa left hand side of the equation hanggang sa maging 0 yung ating right hand side of the equation. So, working this one, okay, 4x squared minus 1 equals negative 8x. So, if we manipulate this one, 4x squared minus 1 equals, or it would be now positive 8x, okay, equals 0. So, using addition property of equality. Okay? So, again, itong part na to, hindi pa siya naka-arrange into its general form. So, dapat yung linear term is nasa middle term. Okay? Or nasa middle. Okay, so arrange lang natin. So, in this part, rearranging lang naman tayo. So, no sign will, the sign of the terms will not change. So, we have 4x squared plus 8x minus 1 equals 0. So, ito ngayon yung ating equation in general form. So, since nakasulat na siya into its general form, kukunin natin ngayon yung mga numerical coefficients nung term. Okay? So, we have 4, then we have 8, and then negative 1. So, A, yung coefficient corresponding to A is 4, and corresponding to B naman is 8, and corresponding to C is negative 1. So, again, sulat natin siya dun sa ating quadratic formula. So, this one will be 8. Okay, so 8 also, kasi blue yan. Then, we have times 4, and then times negative 1, and then times negative 1. Okay, so again, rewrite natin. So, nire-write ko siya kasi medyo magulo yung pagkakasulat ko when I put it inside the box. So, we have negative 8 plus minus square root of 8 squared minus 4 times 4 times negative 1. So, again, solve natin. So, negative 8 plus minus square root of x squared. The square root of 8 squared. So, 64 yon. Minus four times negative 4. So, this should be 4. And then, they should be 8. So, 2 times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. So, 8 na yung ating denominator. So, continuing, negative 8 plus minus 64 minus 16 or plus 16 all over 8. So, x equals negative 8 plus minus square root of 80 all over 8. So, x equals 8 plus minus square root of 4 plus minus 4 square root of 5. So, simplify natin yung radical expression. So, sometimes or hindi naman lagi na integer yung lalabas pag nag-square root tayo. So, in this case, it's a radical expression or radical expression. So, it's 4 square root of 5. So, yun. So, continue natin. So, we have x sub 1, 8 plus 4 square root of 5 over 8 x sub 2, 8 plus minus 4 over 8. So, factoring tayo. So, x sub 1 muna tayo. So, factoring negative 4, positive 4. So, we will obtain 2 plus square root of 5 all over 2. So, our x sub 1. Then, yung x sub 2 naman natin. Solve natin, we have 4, 2 minus square root of 5 all over 8. So, ang lalabas is x sub 2 is equal to 2 minus square root of 5 all over 2. Okay, solution set. So, solution set natin ay 2 plus square root of 5 over 2. 2 minus square root of 5 all over 2. Okay, next equation. So, before I go to the next equation, zoom in natin. Okay, next